Hello there, Mike the MC, bringing another self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you from the Catechism today, number 238, with regards to our Lord being the Father of the orphaned. Right, this is going to be so powerful in the sense that, okay, whether you or I are in good circumstances right now and horrible ones, maybe we're somewhere in the middle, someone on the street, someone higher up, right? This can apply to anybody. And I think as far as God being a father to us all, it's really taken into consideration, okay, who's taking us, who are we taken under, right? Who's protecting us underneath that wing of protection, right? Who's really putting up that wall, that defense against our enemies? Excuse me, when we have to make a stand against some of the things that people are saying against us and standing up for what is right. And I think there is something more to be said about that. So this is with regard to God as part of the Trinity. So let me share with you number 238, and we'll see where this goes from here. So 238, the revelation of God as Trinity, the Father revealed by the Son, 238, states the following. Many religions invoke God as Father. The deity is often considered the Father of gods and of men. In Israel, God is Father insomuch as he is creator of the world. Even more, God is Father because of the covenant and the gift of the law to Israel, his firstborn son. God is also called the Father of the kingdom of Israel. Most especially, he is the Father of the poor, of the orphan and the widowed, who are under his loving protection. And I think there's something more I want to draw further with that last part there, of the orphan and the widowed, because I'm trying to draw out this fact that, okay, maybe we've gone through some terrible circumstances where we're left to suffer on our own, right? Maybe someone cheated on us, maybe someone made an act of evil against us or our family, and we were left with nothing in our savings, nothing left with our inheritance, right? Maybe we went through something so terrible and we're like, oh my gosh, who's going to protect us? Where we're going to find our supplies, our nourishment? Who's going to keep us safe? Give us, you and I, sanity so that way we don't go crazy or lose our cool and just give everything up, right? But then you think about that and you hear stories of people who have recovered, people who have made some strides in their stories, and you think of people that are famous and their recoveries. And I think we can always think of the famous people, but what about the ordinary people, right? Do you see that person on the side of the gas station, by the restaurant, asking for help, at the bridge? Do you think of the person who is in a high place of office and they really want peace because everyone's throwing all their opinions at their face, saying, I want this to be passed, I want that to be passed, I want this to go into office, okay? Why can't this come into our society, our city, right? And you're a terrible mayor, you're a terrible judge, you're a terrible leader, and right, you think of those people, and then you think of others in just so many different circumstances. You can think of any example. And I think God takes us under the wing in all those cases because he wants us to be safe always. But then for those of us who really want to try to do the right thing, I think there is going to be a bit of restriction, a bit of friction when we're going up against the forces of evil in this world. And I think share in the comments what you think about that as far as what you've come to face in life in reality. And I think for me, it's always been, I want to do the right thing, but then I always think about, right, my ego, my pride can get in the way. So my selfishness definitely is something from within that throws me aside from doing good things sometimes. And so I think where God can help me with respect to your story is, right, if you allow him to calm yourself down, set aside the pride, look at yourself and say, all right, Lord, maybe I'll set my pride away so that way the people here, they can benefit from my actions. May I be a vessel of peace, an instrument of peace. Because think about it, right, there's in this body, right, that you see in the video, right, for me, right, my soul is in the body. I'm animated, right, I'm making the body move. I can control the muscles, what my mind is thinking about, what I'm going to say next in the video, because I have a goal, I have a plan. I am animated. I am allowing my body to work according to a certain plan. But see, that's a very intense way of thinking. And for those of you in the younger audience, right, think of famous movies, think of where, okay, the robot you control or some sort of character in a video game, right? You are in control of that character with the control, but it's like, okay, as a person, as an adult, okay, we think about it as, okay, I control my actions, my desires, my wants, but now when I'm losing control, who do I turn to? And I think that is where God is the protector and the guide really steps into play. He won't let the orphan go astray. He won't let the widower, the widowed go without love, right? That person, the people, we can find peace in this world in reality, and when we push ourselves to find it. And that is hard, to stand back on our feet when we've lost everything, right? When we've lost everything, when we want to give up. But I think as far as our Lord showing us the path to finding peace, don't disregard those alternative solutions that people show in our lives, right? Because sometimes maybe we have to bide our time in order to find the better solution later on in life. Maybe we can't win the major victory today, but maybe we can be happy with what we have in this moment and then move forward, right? And if people are trying to put pressure on us to move forward a little faster, it's like, hey, hold on. Let's put the brakes on. I'm okay. You're all right there. I will catch up. I will get up there eventually. I will catch up. And I'm not being stagnant. I'm about not being lazy. I have a plan. I'm walking forward on that path, and I'm not giving up. And so by each step that we take, regardless, we're moving forward. And so give yourself permission to put brakes and put a boundary around people to say, hey, I know what I got to take care of in my life. You'll take care of yourself in your life. We'll be okay. And so step by step, we will build together and trust in God's intervention to help us move forward. And that is a beautiful thing to consider. So don't forget, God is there to protect the orphaned and the widowed and all people. And so strive for greatness, for the right thing, and you'll be protected in where you go. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well with number 238 of the Catechism. Don't give up on yourself. God is the Father, and that He will watch out for all those who are left behind, those who have been cheated on, disrespected, and He will protect and bring that justice back to those who really desire it. To trust in that, we must give up our pride and trust that He will suffice those longing pains that we want healed in our lives. We can find peace. We can do this. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well today. Take care. Have a good one.